Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this card making project. This is the second of our week-long special making Mother's Day cards using lots of gorgeous Anna Griffin products. Everything I use I'll put down below in the description box. Click the word see more on YouTube if you're watching on there, or the best way to watch, as always, is on my blog. If you go there you can see everything, plus you can see lots of other projects that I've done. So the first thing that we'll need is our card base, and this is a 7x5 inch card base. This is my favourite size, and it's the size I tend to work with because it's not too big to fill the space and it's not too small that it'll be lost on a mantelpiece or a windowsill. So that's how it looks on our cardometer, just smaller than the A5 and bigger than the A6. Now, as always, I'm going to start with the inside of the card. Just going to use my bone folder to give it a good sharp score, and I know how you like to see the insides of cards, and I know it gives you lots of ideas. Monday's card was very ornate, today's is very quick and easy, nice and clean and simple. So I've taken one of Anna's cardstock layers from the Perfect palette collection, and I've cut it to fit the inside of my card, and I've stamped using Stays on ink, using one of the calligraphy stamps from Anna. Now I've also, I don't know if you can pick this up, but in the corners I've stamped using a Perfect medium stamp, using one of the calligraphy stamps for corners. Now that doesn't show up very well. It wasn't one of my best ideas, but I thought I'd point it out anyway. A Versamark or a Perfect medium ink pad normally gives you a shadowed effect. So it's the self colour of the cardstock that you're working on, but it just takes it a little bit darker. Now for some reason, mine's not picking up that well, but it is there, and it just adds that little bit more interest. So I've got double-sided tape on the back of this, and I'm simply going to pop it in the centre of my card. Now you'll probably be able to see where I've stamped in the 4 places around the centre, because I've already cut a sentiment. I've stamped it using the flip card stamps. There's a set of stamps that match all your flip cards, and this one says "You are the best." So I stamped it, cut it out, and then positioned it, and the calligraphy stamp, while it was positioned, I was able to stamp around it to be able to get it in the right place. Now, I've been asked about my tape a lot this last week or so, and why I don't tape to the edges and the corners, and I'm not precise with my glue and everything. Well, I don't have the luxury. I have to make my videos a certain length of time, and I either have to have them really short or under so many minutes. So what I tend to do is the preparation, I'm quite, I have to be quite quick to get them prepared, because it takes time to build everything up to be able to show you. So I kind of like whack the tape on, but I know at home you'll be a bit more careful than me. So that's the inside of our card, and that's finished. We've got the pattern from the calligraphy stamp. We have got the pattern in the corners, even though it's not picking it up. And then we've got our sentiment, "You are the best." So now we can go to the front of our card. As I said at the beginning, this is a really, really pretty card when it's finished, and you're going to love this. Now this base layer is from Anna's Pretty Pattern layers in the 7x5 inch size. I've got tape on the back of it, and this is flat tape that I'm just going to take the back away, and then I'm going to position this, forgive me while I turn it just so that I can see where I'm putting it, like so. There we go. So that's the base layer of our card. Next, I've used the embossing folder from the Artful patterns, and it's called the Floral Ground, and I've used it on green metallic cardstock from Anna, and then I've also cut a piece of the pink cardstock that matches the inside, and I've just cut it a little bit wider than our embossed border. So what I'm going to do is run this through the centre of our card. So there we go. And I'm just going to snip the edge away like so. Would be great if you've got any scraps you can use. And then our emboss section, I'm just going to add over the top of our pink layer and run it through the centre like so. Now I've actually used the debossed side rather than the embossed side, just for something a little bit different. So that's our centre of the card. Next, from the Favourite Flowers collection, I've taken one of the roses, and I'm just going to position it to the top of our card like so. And then I've also got one of the single roses. Now these are stickers in the Favourite Flowers 2 collection, so the backs just peel away very easily. And the second rose I'm just positioning at the bottom. And then I've got two sentiments, and this is from the collection of oh, she says it's just slipped my mind, and I'll put the details on the bottom anyway, so don't worry about that. And I'm simply going to put the sentiment just towards the bottom, but not quite. There we go. And the second part of it for my mother. There we go, just above it, like that. I've got a little green bow that I'm just going to position under the sentiments, and then I'm going to finish the card off with a glitter sticker, and this is one of the from the glitter sticker kit from Anna. Now normally you would peel off the whole back to reveal a sticker, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel the centre away, revealing the back of the butterfly, and I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to fold the wings so that it looks as though it's flying. So there we go. I've just taken the back of that away, and I'm actually just going to add, for safety, so we don't lose our butterfly, even though you probably don't need it, but I'm going on embossed card so it's uneven. So I'm just going to add my butterfly across the centre of the card and leaving the wings up, with keeping the back of the sticker on, should I say. So I'll just hold that down for a second or two, and that is our card finished. So we've got a really pretty inside that's simple and quick, but you've got enough room to be able to write your message and, you know, a little note, etc. And then the front of the card is just so pretty. We've got the embossed border, we've got our patterned layer, our beautiful flowers, and our little butterfly and our sentiments. It'll stand up nicely, and if you were going to post it, obviously the butterfly would go flat, but because you've folded the wings, they would pop back up in their own time, because there's nothing for them to stick down to. So when the person opens it and stands it up, the wings will, you know, it will look as though it's flying. So that's such a beautiful card, and it's idea number 2 for our Mother's Day week. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please click like. If you've got any comments, anything to say, please feel free, because I do love hearing from you. And don't forget to tune in on Friday, because Fridays is a little bit different. And we've got a little bit of paper folding on Friday. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.